I'm drinking a coconut today and it's delicious. Hi guys, it's Ksenia. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm talking about Disney villains, and I, not purposefully, decided to dress like a Disney villain today, so very fitting. I picked up all the new mists at Bath & Body Works right now. There was a lot, which I wasn't expecting because I just did a Bath & Body Works haul not too long ago with a bunch of new fall scents, and there's a ton more new scents out. I got the Disney villain mist, there were some other new fall mists I hadn't tried, and then I saw this, which we really gotta talk about this one. I fear this may be the best gourmand Bath & Body Works has ever done, but we'll get into that one. Let's get straight into it. Please make sure that you subscribe to my channel and turn post notifications on, and let's get started. I'm obviously gonna start with the two Disney villain mists. I'm gonna let you know if I think they are giving Disney villain or not. Let me start off with this one. This is the Evil Queen. Now, packaging for these, 10 out of 10. Definitely the packaging is giving Disney villain vibes. The Evil Queen one has notes of dark red apple, vanilla suede, and wicked pear. Do I feel like it's giving Evil Queen? I don't think so. To me, this smells like a fruity, slightly musky scent. It's very bright. I don't think it's giving dark, mysterious, evil vibes, you know, like what you would think Evil Queen would give. I mean, I get that they've added the apple element, and I definitely smell that. To me, this gives me vibes of Kayali Eden Juicy Apple. I get it because it's the Evil Queen, Snow White apple, yes, okay. But I just feel like it's lacking the darkness. I need this to be a little bit more evil. This is giving me more Snow White than it is Evil Queen. Still a really pretty scent, don't get me wrong. Definitely smells along the lines of Kayali Eden Juicy Apple, so it's honestly a nice dupe if you're into that scent, if you want to layer, or if you've been wanting to get Eden Juicy Apple without spending the money. This is a really good alternative. But as far as the Disney villain vibe, I personally don't think this one is really giving that. Scent-wise, I would give that like a 7 out of 10. It's not gonna be a 10 out of 10 for me because it's just a scent I've already smelled, so it's nothing new for me personally, but I don't think it's bad, so yeah, 7 out of 10. And then we have Maleficent. I actually just watched Maleficent for the very first time while I was in Greece. I watched it with my cousin and her son, and that movie was so beautiful. I can't believe I had not watched that for so long. It's become sort of like a comfort movie for me at this point. The colors, the nature, and everything in the movie is so beautiful. I love the theme. I love the whole backstory on why Maleficent became evil. It's really good. If you haven't watched it, definitely recommend it. So this has notes of sinister plum, midnight berries, and mystical woods. Now, in my opinion, this is way more giving Disney villain than this one, because I do find that this has that dark, mysterious vibe to it. Now, is this a new, exciting scent? No. To me, it kind of smells like maybe a richer version of scents like Into the Night, Dark Kiss, definitely within that family, so absolutely nothing new. But it's nice, and it's very perfumey. It smells dark and mysterious, very sexy. I really love the combo of that dark plummy note. It works really well with the berries. It's not a fun, uplifting berry scent. It's more so dark, so it definitely works with the whole villain vibe. It's got that woody aspect too. I feel like I'm getting a little bit of You're the One in there. There's no rose in here, but it's almost like a darker version of You're the One. To me, this is pretty much like a mashup of a bunch of Bath & Body Works more perfumey kind of scents. Think You're the One mixed with Into the Night mixed with Dark Kiss. I think this is the love child of all three of those scents. So if you can kind of imagine what all three of those would smell like combined, it is this, and I like it. I definitely would rank this higher than Evil Queen. I would say this is like an 8.5, almost 9 out of 10. These were nice. Definitely didn't knock my socks off. Neither of these are original scents in general, but also not original for Bath & Body Works, because they do smell like just other scents that they've done. So I am a little bit disappointed in them. I believe there's only those two for the collection. Maybe they'll come out with more, I'm not sure, but for now I think it's just those two. And then I saw that they had some more fall scents out. Now there was kind of like the usual ones. There's only one new one that I saw. I had to pick these two. These are not new releases, but they're kind of those scents that Bath & Body Works brings out every fall. Specifically, I wanted to pick up Sunrise Woods because I have one of these in my my collection that I've had for a really long time, and I've been loving it recently. I feel like in the beginning I didn't really appreciate this scent. Then I started to wear it and I'm like, whoa, this is actually so good. This has notes of creamy sandalwood, sweet berries, and cozy cashmere. This smells so good. I would even go as far as to say this is my favorite fall scent from Bath & Body Works. I have compared this in the past to Versace's Crystal Noir, and although yes, I do think that they are similar, I would almost say I like this more. I recently actually decluttered my Crystal Noir, crazy enough, because I just don't really love it anymore, which is so weird. I think I came to this conclusion within the past couple weeks. I used to love that scent. Also, my husband used to love that scent because he used to compliment it on me, and in general it would be a scent I would get compliments a ton on. But I started wearing it in the last couple weeks. I did not like it, and my husband even was like, I don't like this perfume you have on. And I'm like, I know, I don't either. What is happening? I don't know if the perfume changed, I don't know if I changed, but something in the last couple weeks changed because I don't feel like how I always felt about that. Not me whipping out my coconut water in the middle of that conversation. Anyways, I really love Sunrise Woods. It's woody, it has that dark coconutty feel, which is why I always compared it to Crystal Noir, because that also has that dark coconut, which very much reminds me of this. In this one, I think it more so has to do with those dark berries that's giving off that vibe, but I feel like I do get a coconut scent in there. And then obviously it's very woodsy, cashmere-like, a very smooth blend. Definitely a dark berry, not the typical sweet berry scent that like 80% of Bath & Body Works scents have. Another classic fall scent. This has been out longer than Sunrise Woods has, and I think I've picked this scent up maybe, or maybe I haven't, I don't know. It's one of those things where I would smell it in store, it smelled good, but never enough for me to actually buy, and then I smelled it this time, I really liked it. This is Sweater Weather. Every time I read this scent, it reminds me of that song, Sweater Weather, which was so big when I was in high school, so then when I listen to that song now, it takes me back to high school. Very nostalgic, and that's exactly how I feel about this. This one has sun-crisped apple, autumn leaves, and orchard woods. Talk about freaking nostalgia. First of all, it starts off very different and ends off very different. It starts off like you just cut into a crisp, juicy red apple. It is so realistic. Red apple almost makes your mouth water and makes you crave apples. Then as it kind of starts to dry down, I'm getting a spice in there, maybe like a cinnamon sort of vibe. Very mild though, just a little bit of a spice, not like full on cinnamon. And then it ends off pretty woody, but the way it starts off is very fruity and realistic, and the way it ends off is perfumey and really smooth and woodsy and really good. The dry down of this really surprised me, and it is the epitome of fall without smelling like pumpkins at all. It just smells like you're going apple picking in a beautiful orchard. That is this scent to a T. Now, another one that was in this collection was champagne apple and honey, something like that. Not a new scent, another one that they brought back. I think I've had that scent before and I decluttered it just because it was kind of like a basic appley scent. I know a lot of people do like that scent. Not a bad scent, really nice, but I have a ton of those kinds of scents, so I decided to leave that one. This I believe is a new release, and it's another vanilla. They've been giving us a lot of new vanillas, so I'm really happy about that. And this one is whipped honey and vanilla. When I saw that name, I had very high hopes for this one. This has honey drizzle, blossoming neroli, and whipped vanilla bean. That sounds delicious, and it smells delicious. This is another really good scent for fall that is not giving pumpkin. Not every fall scent has to have pumpkin in it. This is very gourmand and sweet and creamy. This is definitely giving honey and vanilla. It's so sweet and warm and cozy. It's not quite as thick as a scent like wrapped in vanilla, for example. It's a notch down from that, but still very creamy, borderline lactonic, especially in the dry down. I feel like the blossoming neroli is a really random note in here because it's just like a random white floral thrown in there. I luckily don't smell the neroli. I'm not getting a floral scent in here at all. I literally just get an opening of something kind of bright and woody, and then a dry down of a creamy honey vanilla bean kind of scent that just gets richer and richer. Really like this one. I think this is actually a pretty unique scent for Bath & Body Works. I haven't really smelled anything quite like this, so if you're more into the sweet, gourmand, creamy type scents, definitely check out that new vanilla. Definitely saved the best for last. Like I said in the beginning of this video, I think this is the best cupcakey gourmand cake frosting scent that they've ever done. This is Milk Bar Birthday Cake. From that name, I loved it. I was walking by Bath & Body Works and this caught my eye because I had it right at the front, like I could see it through the window. And I'm like, okay, I gotta go in there and smell that, because what? This packaging is so freaking cute. This is one of the best Bath & Body Works packaging. It has a little straw type thing in there and then the sprinkles. This is giving me everything I wanted confetti cake pop to give me. When I smelled it, I fell in love. This was a love at first sniff. So this is to celebrate Bath & Body Works birthday. And what I see in the back of this one, which is definitely a new thing, this is supposedly a hair and body spray, which I haven't really seen many or any fragrance mist at Bath & Body Works be a hair mist as well as body, so that's kind of cool. But the notes, guys, this has notes of layered vanilla cake, creamy frosting, and rainbow sprinkles. I think those are a little bit of repeat notes, at least some of them, maybe other than the layered vanilla cake from what I remembered from confetti cake pop, I think. I'll put up the notes for confetti cake pop up here because it reminds me a lot of that, but dare I say, I like this more. This smells like a crumble cookie, straight up. Like a vanilla pink sprinkles on top type of cookie that you get at Crumble Cookie. That's literally what this smells like. It is so creamy, smells like the inside of a cupcake. It's cake frosting in a bottle. This is one of the best creamy buttery kind of gourmands that Bath & Body Works has ever done. If you were a big fan of confetti cake pop, then you would absolutely love this, and you'd also love this packaging because this is so cute. It's so girly and it's definitely giving all the vibes of what this smells like. So this was a win. This is 10 out of 10, maybe even more than 10 out of 10, honestly. It's one of the best scents I've smelled at Bath & Body Works in a long time. And that concludes this haul. Let me know your thoughts on all these new scents, specifically on this Milk Bar birthday cake scent and also the Disney Villain collection. Let me know if you picked these up, if you're thinking about them, or if you were disappointed in them. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below, but that is it for me today. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and turn your post notifications on, and I will see you in my next video.